Wouldn't it be great if you could fuel your car at home? What if you could get a full tank for a little less than 10 bucks? We're talking about the future of transportation, electric vehicles. They're green, fast, super cool, and inexpensive to drive. Let's learn more about them. If you're shopping for a new car, you may be considering an EV. Many of the new EV models are outcompeting their gas-powered counterparts in performance and quality while offering comparable purchase prices and lower costs to operate. Hi, I'm Carrie with EPB, and this is one cool car. As with any major purchase, there are a lot of things to consider when buying an EV. Luckily, our EPB Energy Pros have the answers. We'll be glad to steer you in the right direction of what to look for in EV technology. Let's put our leading EV expert on the EPB Energy Pros team, Bill Copeland, in the driver's seat. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Carrie.
Okay, Bill, let's jump right in with how many EV options are out there.
Well, Carrie, it's such an exciting time. There's so many options coming to the marketplace. It's since 2015, really, with the advent of Tesla, car makers have really just exploded in terms of their EV offerings. Almost every car maker has one these days.
That's fantastic. How do I decide if an EV is right for me?
Well, it's important to consider how you drive. So, for example, if you're going to be towing heavy loads long distances or traveling long distances, an EV might not be right for you. But if you're a commuter, and you like to have an efficient car that performs well, there are lots of options in the electrified space.
That's great. So I hear people asking how far they can go on a charge. What's the answer to that?
The easy answer is between 200 and 300 miles, depending on the make or model you choose.
Oh, so it's a good distance.
It is. There's outliers above and below, but the range is about 200 or 300 miles.
Okay, so what if I get stranded? What do I do? I think that's a concern some people have when they think about an EV.
So it's important to plan, but like any other vehicle, you want to plan your trip. There are supercharging stations for Teslas. There are also fast charging stations on the Electrify America network. The OEMs are even putting fast chargers at their lots. There's fast chargers in cities.
So they're showing up more and more.
Absolutely.
I would imagine there's probably an app that can help me.
It's actually better than that. Every vehicle, just like this Tesla, if you input your destination where you're going, it'll tell you if you need to charge the vehicle before you get there.
Okay.
And it's not just Tesla. All the manufacturers do this. And even then, you have third-party apps that are on websites or on your smartphone. It's very easy to figure out if you need to charge along the way.
Okay, that's great. So let's say that I'm on my way to Grandma's house and I need to charge. How long should I expect for that to take?
Well, the good news is you can just stop and have a bite to eat on the way. It's about the time you would take to eat lunch.
Okay.
About 30 to 45 minutes for an average DC fast charge.
Okay, that's not long at all. All right, so what does it cost? Let's get into costs to charge an EV versus gasoline.
So the easy rule of thumb is 1/3 the cost of gasoline.
Oh, that's a big savings.
It is. If you're going to charge DC fast charge, it could be about $10 or under. If you charge at home at night, it might even be less. It'd be like about $5.
Okay, now speaking of costs, what about repair costs with an EV?
So the great news about EVs is so much of the repair costs you're used to, they just go away. For example, oil changes, brake pads, spark plugs, transmission services. There aren't any of those components in these vehicles. The battery packs, they last the lifetime of the vehicle these days, so up to 12 years, maybe even longer.
Well, that's helpful information about costs. Let's talk now about features and performance. I know performance is an exciting part of EVs, right?
Absolutely. Performance is the exciting part. So everybody knows EVs are fast, and they are. Almost all electrified vehicles perform better than their gasoline counterparts. The torque is instantaneous, so that's what you feel that pushes you back in the seat. And I actually even like the braking. The braking performance is superior as well. It uses the drag of the electric motor to recharge the batteries.
Okay.
And it really is unlike any other driving experience. With features, it really is, the car makers are all over the board. Some take a minimalistic approach like Tesla, and some take a more traditional approach. It just looks like a normal vehicle. It's just electrified.
Okay.
So the benefit is the customer gets to choose.
Thanks, Bill. An EV will eliminate your reliance on gasoline, oil, and associated exhaust and waste that harm the environment. And while it might take more carbon to manufacture an EV due to its battery, the reduction in emissions while driving it means an EV will be better for the environment. Depending on when you buy, there may be substantial tax credits for the purchase of qualifying electric vehicles. Our EPB Energy Pros will be happy to share their knowledge on specific EV models, available tax credits, and other things to consider before you buy. In fact, they can offer helpful advice on anything energy related. All you have to do is give us a call. Be sure to watch our other videos in this series on all sorts of energy related topics. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.